Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Ellie here, and I just wanted to do a quick video to show you this amazing Europa League trophy, which is 3D printed. 3D printing for the win. Well, Tottenham Hotspur for the win. So this was made on a plastic printer that's called a Bambu P1S, and the material is called Overture PLA, so it's PLA, and the color is silk silver. You can actually buy this on Amazon, so it's quite easy to get. So just downloaded an STL file. I'll put the link in the description and also put the link to the material as well that you can find on Amazon. But yeah, this is a quick and easy 3D printed Europa League trophy that is going to go in my trophy cabinet. And I'm really pleased with this. Thank you so much, John, for printing this for me. And so, yeah, I just wanted to do a quick catch up. So the season is over. We lost to Brighton in the last game. So sad. Ended up 17th. But it doesn't seem to matter because everyone's still happy about being qualified for the Champions League. So hopefully if we do well in that, we will see a Champions League version, which is the cup with the big ears, what used to be called the European Cup. So Tottenham are going to do some pre-season games. It strongly looks like I am going to go to the game against Bayern Munich in Munich. Now, this one is taking place a few days before the European Super Cup, and the Super Cup will be the winner of PSG or Inter, which is the Champions League, which is tomorrow. So by the time you're watching this video, that might already have been decided if the game, by the time you click on this, that the game's already over. So I don't know who's going to win. I would take either of them. Personally, I think it would be great to play against PSG, just because I'd like to find out a little bit more about their players and see. That's a team that I don't think that we've played recently or at all. So, and it's also a team that was formerly managed by Mauricio Pochettino. So on the subject of Bayern Munich, I think that there is some relationship with Tottenham and Bayern Munich. Why do we keep playing them over and over again in friendly games in pre-season? So we played them last summer in Seoul. Me and Kelly actually went to that game and they beat us. And I also went to another Tottenham Bayern Munich game, actually in the Champions League in the 2019 season, and they beat us there. They beat us twice, I think, and that was extremely sad. Very, very sad. But anyway, so there is something to do with, I believe, Kane money. I think they still owe us money from the Kane transfer, which is why we were able to get that Matthias Tell loan. And now there's some talk of Sane coming to Tottenham on a free transfer. Free's all very well, but he's just got some outrageous wage demands, which I think I heard. And that makes me nervous. Like, would we break our wage bill for Leroy Sane, even though he's a good player? Is that the right thing to do? I don't know. And then I read some story this morning that's saying that Rodrigo Bentancur wants to possibly renew his contract at Tottenham, but he wants to know who the new coach is, or if there will be a new coach, or will continue with Ange. I mean, I think that's something that everybody wants to know. Is there going to be a new coach, or will we stick with Ange? Don't know. So the answer to that could be, how could you possibly sack Ange now that he's won you a Europa trophy? Or getting someone else in that Paratici can get on with better, or he recommends. Could be Xavi, it could be Inzaghi. Actually, seeing Inzaghi in the Super Cup wouldn't be bad. The current coach of Inter, if Paratici is friends with him, and he might be. So that's an interesting one. But he might even be friends with people like Terzic. Okay, his name is still around. And the other day I heard Niko Kovac. I'd be all right with that too. I think he's a pretty decent manager. So on the subject of Mauricio Pochettino, I do not like what I've heard recently, and I'm shocked and dismayed about people that are turning on him. I mean, the minute he was announced, they were all, oh yeah, Mauricio Pochettino is going to manage the US men's national team. What a great signing. And then now they don't like the way he does business. They don't like the way he does things. And they think he's going to too many publicity events and charity tournaments and visiting his friends and things like that. You don't know what all other work he's doing. And so I've seen people turning on him, and I'm shocked by the amount of so-called hate that he's getting, and it's really terrible. So I'm going to be behind him, and yeah, if he loses this Gold Cup or he does badly in this Gold Cup, I'll see if they have the guts to sack him, but I bet they won't. I bet they won't. So anyway, that's it from me for now. I don't know if there'll be any more Tottenham news. I'll shout out to Ariel. Congrats on the baby. I understood you gave birth on the same day that Tottenham won this trophy. I mean, how did you even have the strength to do that? Uh, congrats to you and your family. You're amazing. All right. Look forward to hearing some Tottenham news. If we find out what's happening with the manager, maybe Ange will be back. Who knows? Or maybe we will have a new manager. Nobody knows. And about signings, nobody knows. So Johnny Cardoso, apparently he was interested, and then he said he's not interested. So which one is it? You're interested or you're not interested? Anyway, keep up the good work, everybody, and keep positive. I love to hear from you, and come on, you Spurs.